It is a beautiful, if windy, day down here on the bayou. And I really don't know how to classify this video. It's not a review. It's not even a how-to or a project. What I want to show you in this video is really just so that I can talk about reusing things. Thinking outside the box. You see those red things on top of my truck over there? That's what this video is about. If you're one of my 5 faithful, you know that I work on a military base. And the other day, they were cleaning out a warehouse. And these things were out slated to go into a dumpster. Now what they are, as you can see here, international exhibits, they're travel cases created to hold exhibits displays. If you've ever gone to a trade show or anything like that, you know these portable displays that you can put up and put signage and stuff like that on. Well, those came in this. So they were made to be transported and flown. They've got hard shells. They've got wheels in the back of them, as you can see down there. And they're just hard, rigid plastic. And my guess is these things are old. These got to be from the 90s, maybe even earlier. Because if you look at travel displays now, they don't look like that. They're more of a pelican case type thing. So these are old. And they were being thrown away. And I looked at them and I thought, surely I can find a use for these things. Now my wife considers me a bit of a hoarder. And she's right. But I hate to see things thrown away that still have purpose and use. So I brought these things home. And frankly, I did not know what I was going to do with them. But the more I thought about it, the more uses I came up with. And it just really makes me happy. On a hunch, I took this dog corral. I don't know what else to call it. It's a big expanding fence that you can use like for puppies and stuff like that. And it fit in here almost perfectly. And I actually used it as a holding pen for the chickens as I was butchering them. And if I needed an overnight, more secure way of keeping them, I could take the lid. It fits on there perfect. And now I have a way to keep them overnight, and they don't, you know, they're free from any predators coming in from the top. They're free from any rain. And if I wanted to, I could even get some extra strapping, strap the whole thing together and travel with it because it has these wheels. I wouldn't want to go far, but I could use it to transport. And that was like almost made for it. It really worked well. And I used it to keep the chickens in before I dispatched them. I would love to have a high-lipped stainless steel table sink area for my butchering, but I don't have one. So this works pretty good in the meantime. This is the lid to one of those things, and what I did is I cut drain holes. I even cut a little place, a notch to put my my spigot, and it's very slick. So instead of chasing the chicken around, what I did, oh, let me back up. I did all 24 chickens in this thing last weekend, and it worked really well. And I still put a board in here just to kind of keep things still, because this is a very slick area, but that makes it very easy to clean also. And I was just able to keep everything inside, clean it between chickens. This thing just worked well. It's just another way of looking at something for other than its intended purpose. And this really excites me. 2 of these things, these cases, fit perfectly on top of my truck. And you can see that one was the whole one and one is empty because I used the, or I say one is not empty, one is uncovered, because I used the top for my butchering station. But I can get, like I said, 2 more of these before they go into the garbage. And you know, you could even bolt these things down and just use them to pile stuff in. But that's not what I want to do. What I want to do is have 2 whole ones up here. And you can put all kind of soft gear up here. I mean, think of sleeping pads and, you know, maybe small tents, sleeping bags, things like that. Things that are fairly light, but they take up a lot of room, their volume. They can go up here. You can see how far the top goes over the bottom. I mean, pretty windproof and waterproof. They strap down, and then of course you would strap them again. And they come with these plastic handholds that you can use to strap down to keep it from going that way. Really excited about this. 2 of these are going to go into the shed just for this purpose. Whether it be long-term camping or if we had to bug out and just take a lot of stuff, this really enables me to take a lot more gear than I would have been able to in this truck. These things would even work great in the back of the truck. Now, sitting right here on the bed, you couldn't get 2 side by side. But if I ever decided to build one of those DIY, what are those things called? Those things where you raise the bed up here and then you have drawers underneath, whatever those things are called. Those cost thousands of dollars, believe it or not, to buy the ready-made ones. But you can DIY them, and there's plenty of projects online. But if I did build one, I could build it so that this slid underneath and then maybe make some sort of drawers over here for the other space. Or I could build one of those things and put this on top of it. But I mean, this would just be really simple just to keep in here. Keep maybe tools in it and different, you know, bug out type gear. And then there's everything stored away. I mean, that's just a great way of going. And I'm really happy that I was able to rescue these from the garbage pile. This is really hard to do one-handed, so we're going to stop there. Now, again, the point of this video is not this item. The point of this video is that when you see things, especially things that someone else has decided has outused its purpose or its usefulness, and maybe it's going in the trash, look at these things and think about, what could I do with them? Because these items, these four boxes, were literally going in the dumpster. And I just, there's something in me that says, what can I do with it? And I didn't know when I took them. But once I got them home, it just seemed like the uses, they just sprung out. And I ended up within 2 or 3 days of getting them home, before my wife could even get mad and tell me, throw those things away. They're just these giant red plastic boxes sitting in the yard. Before that could even happen, I had already found 2 or 3 purposes for them. And that just makes me so happy. Hey, thanks for watching.